In October 2025, two individuals will vanish from your life. Yes, this is true, my little child. Furthermore, you are unaware of it. These two individuals are now connected to you. However, they will quickly vanish from your life, as if they never happened. I will explain everything to you, child, and explain why I am forewarning you. Now, youngster, pay close attention to what I say. You currently have two individuals in your life. Two real people. You communicate with them frequently. One is a person you have grown to trust, even while you privately have doubts about them. You think you can't live without the other, but you haven't had the courage to acknowledge how shaky your relationship has become. Here, their names are not required. Your soul is already aware of their identity. You just read these words, and they made you feel something deep inside. The confirmation is that I have instilled awareness in you. In October 2025, these two people will be gone from your life. Long before the actual physical separation occurs, one will depart in silence, retreating emotionally and spiritually. You will observe that they are becoming colder, their texts are getting shorter, and their responses are taking longer. It will feel as though you are standing next to someone whose soul has already left, but whose body is still there. Since I have shown them your spirit, and they are unable to walk at the level you are being called to, that one will depart. Someone who perceives your development as a danger is not someone you should remain with. This one has secretly envied you. In secret, they have doubted you, but in public, they have grinned with you. I've witnessed them. In their minds, they have already started to drift away. Did you not notice it? The change in tone, the evasive justifications. They are looking for a way out without getting into a fight. Avoid pursuing them. What I'm trying to release, don't hold. I'll let that cord become poisonous if you try to hold on until the agony compels you to release it. Force will be used to remove the second individual. This one will abruptly and unavoidably disappear from your life. You won't have time to emotionally get ready. It may be revealed, or it could be betrayed. I'll reveal them. I'm not going to let this individual hide behind their mask. They have lied to you, kid. Not totally intentionally, but to protect themselves. But you have lost tranquility because of the deceit. Your devotion has been exploited by this individual. You have given them access to your heart, your space, your resources, and even your protection and praise. However, I've forewarned you in nightmares. You were uncomfortable. I'm speaking when I say that you've wondered, why do I feel drained around them? My spirit is testifying in that way. I've let this relationship stay in place since it helped to mold your judgment. However, the goal is now accomplished. They have completed their task. I will unquestionably remove them from public view in May 2025. No ties will need to be severed. I'll cut them off. When it occurs, don't panic. When the transition comes, don't be bewildered. You'll experience agony. You might feel deceived, yes. However, beneath the pain, you'll also experience an odd sense of relaxation. That's who I am. That is letting go of a burden you were unaware you were carrying. Listen carefully now. Removal is not the only issue here. It has to do with redirection. I am bringing into your life a heavenly connection that these two people were obstructing. The divine aid is the one person I have predestined to cross your path by June 2025. They are arriving with practical, relational, and spiritual keys. Your calling will not be challenged by this new individual. They'll keep it safe. Their actions, not their words, will reveal who they are. When you are spiritually prepared, but emotionally raw, you will encounter them. The removals must therefore take place initially. You'll misinterpret the new if I let the old go. You'll dismiss what I'm sending or equate it to mistrust. In order to make way for something sacred, I must remove these two from your life. Let me be even more explicit. The one who drifts in silence. You've known this person for a few years, not decades. They have always been there, though not always in a significant way. They have positioned themselves as emotionally helpful, but only when it was expedient. Would they still be around if I had nothing to offer? Is a question you've asked yourself at times. It's your spirit answering their truth. You've observed that they reflect your thoughts and actions. They make an effort to follow your spiritual development, but it's imitation rather than revelation. With you, the person who will be exposed is history. Their plans are intertwined. You may feel a sense of duty to them in business, family, or a common goal. I can't let them go. God, you've told me before. There is too much built. However, I can now tell you that what has been established is not based on me. It has its roots in codependency, fear, and soul bonds. I love you enough to knock down anything that might eventually destroy you. So if I have to, I will bring that structure down. Clarity will come to you in the shape of proof, a discussion, a message disclosed, or a verbal blunders. When it comes to it, don't want further confirmation. You're aware already. You will leap in acknowledgement of my spirit within you. Don't call it a coincidence. Don't use loyalty as an excuse. Your silent prayers for the truth are being answered by me. Now get emotionally ready. Make room in your head to begin. Practice clarity, not coldness, but distance. Protect your heart, because you are uniting with me, not because you are becoming harder. I'm not requesting that you be harsh. I want you to be holy. But when they go, show them grace. When they go, keep quiet. I am dissolving, and you don't have to justify it. Keep an eye on me when May arrives. There will be moments of anguish and days of confusion. However, I will give you messages, numbers, songs, and words from strangers that will strike you like a ton of bricks. In the dark, these will be my whispers. You're not by yourself. As it develops, I shall reassure your soul of everything. Allow me to address the fear that I perceive growing within you. What if I'm mistaken? What if I misinterpreted this youngster? When did I ever let you down? I still have that little voice. I'm the stirring in your stomach. I am the uneasiness in your spirit. You're not insane. You have been selected. Furthermore, this change is not a penalty. Promotion is what it is. There will be an odd emptiness where their presence once existed once they are gone. Put me in it. Let my words fill the void. Don't replace what I took out right away. Join me in a seat. Join me on a walk. Pay attention. I'll start giving out fresh directives, revealing new tasks, and opening doors that call for your complete attention. You wouldn't have the room or strength to enter those doors if these two were still there. In order for you to walk in your destiny, I love you enough to rock your world. I love you so much that I will temporarily break your heart in order to restore it to wholeness. I'm not the god of partial recovery. I'll finish what I've begun in you. These two will vanish in May 2025. However, I will continue to be present. I'll keep my word. Like the petals of a flower opening at the perfect moment, my strategy will develop layer by layer. I am the God who has a foresight into the future. I can't escape anything. I'm not surprised by anything. And it is mercy, not judgment, that I speak to you beforehand. Not punishment, but preparation. They're not preparing to destroy you. You are being prepared for preservation, child. When I issue warnings to you, they are presents wrapped in gravity. Consider them intimate deeds. A faraway God would say nothing. If God were passive, he would leave you alone. However, as the Lord your God, I am neither inactive nor aloof. I actively participate in every aspect of your trip. The adversary wants you to mistake caution for disaster. He wants you to experience fear rather than preparedness, anxiety rather than awe. However, I am speaking now to dispel that myth. I am laying the groundwork for something bigger. When you hear my voice calling you to attention, feel like something is changing, or feel like I'm pulling at your heart to pay attention. I don't permit anything that I haven't already planned for. Unless I've already gotten through, I don't warn you. Consider how I treated your predecessors, my kid. Have I not warned in love before? Have I not occasionally allowed my people time to get ready, to move, and to find refuge under my protection? Do you recall Noah? Long before the first drop of rain fell, I told him about a flood. Around him, people were making fun of him, laughing, and living carelessly. But I talked to him beforehand. I provided him with detailed directions, including the ark's measurements, not to frighten him. He wasn't to be isolated. Through him, a remnant was to be preserved, and his family survived while others died because he heeded my warning. I wasn't angry when I warned. It was atonement. It was an opportunity to join me in a heavenly rescue. What about my servant Joseph? Did I not give him hints of what was to come in the form of dreams? Did I not foretell the drought that would engulf the country via him when he stood in Pharaoh's court later? I admonished Egypt because I wanted to keep them safe, not because I enjoyed pain. I provided a buffer of 7 years of plenty for 7 years of drought. Provision and safety were found for those who heard my voice via Joseph. In addition to saving a country, my warning preserved a whole lineage that would later fulfill my vows. Think about Lot. With precise instructions, I dispatched angels to Sodom. I took the righteous out of the city before I destroyed it. Not to chastise them, but to shield them from what had become inevitable. I gave them the warning to leave. I showed mercy while Lot lingered. I pushed him. I sent for assistance. That's who I am. I don't want anyone to die, but I won't let my people be bound to what is going to collapse. My warnings, which come before obvious evidence, are the doors of escape and are frequently misinterpreted. Before he was crucified, even my son Jesus forewarned his followers. He taught them about pain, dispersal, and betrayal. Instead of trying to make them fear, he was preparing them for the impending shaking, so that they would remember what he had spoken and not completely lose faith. And I brought the resurrection after the gloom. It was not the end of the warning, it was the route to fame. So when I say, be ready, don't be afraid. Instead, have trust. My intention is to fortify you, rather than break you when I mention things like, this person will leave, this path will close, or this shift is coming. I am aware of the impending storms. And I send the wind before the storm, not to carry you away, but to awaken you from your slumber, to have your roots firmly established in me before the tremors start. My warnings can occasionally appear as startling visuals in dreams. Sometimes, in the middle of a peaceful moment, they appear in a word that catches your soul. They can occasionally be found in the words of others, which may seem innocent, yet they carry the weight of heaven. I don't ignore them. I'll always make sure it's from me. I won't leave you in the dark. Your destiny is not something I play with. My spirit is urging you to take a closer look at the unease you have before a significant shift. I'm pulling back the veil when you suddenly feel uneasy with folks you used to trust. All of these are my advance notices, my signals, and my signs posted along your journey, saying things like, bridge ahead, road closed, turn here. If you ignore though, you will feel delayed. If you heed them, you will move in peace and authority. That tension in your chest before making a decision is my voice whispering, wait, ask me first. I want you to understand this completely, child. You are still in step with me, as evidenced by the cautions I issue. I don't warn anyone I've left behind. People I care about, people I walk with, people whose future still has meaning, and you kids still have a lot to go. For this reason, I shall keep talking to you beforehand. None of the warnings should be interpreted as dire. Some will seem soft, while others may feel more pressing. They are requests for more intimate relationships. I am urging you to align when I say, get ready. I'm calling you into trust when I suggest to remain motionless. I'm calling you to freedom when I say let go. I'm asking you to obedience that will open doors of supply when I say move now. My hesitant prophet Jonah even forewarned Nineveh, and the populace heeded his warning. They repented. They adapted. I also refrained from destroying. My heart is like that. I don't like to bring others down. I take great pleasure in encouraging those who hear me. And now, dear, since you are about to undergo a change, I am speaking to you at this hour. Have you not sensed it? The air has a new sensation. The folks in your immediate vicinity are being sorted. Your previous coping mechanisms are no longer effective. The doors you believed would open are still closed. That's because I need you awake for something different that I'm preparing. Divine restlessness, holy discomfort, abrupt awareness, or my hand on your shoulder, gently but firmly moving your head toward what is approaching, are some of the warning signs you have been feeling. You will need to cut off some connections because they are expired, not because they are bad. You have to quit certain behaviors now, since they will become too expensive to maintain in the upcoming season. You have to acknowledge certain facts about yourself, such as your limitations, habits, and blind spots, because lying to yourself will be a trap where I'm taking you. I'm allowing you some time. It is what it is. Time is a blessing rather than a delay. It's time to organize your heart. It's time to extend forgiveness. It's time to let go of grudges. It's time to get stronger. It's time to hone your eyes. It's time to ask me questions. It's time to get answers. Child, don't hate my discipline. Don't ignore my early warnings. Some of you have asked me, why do I feel unsettled? Why does everything feel unfamiliar? Why do I feel a pulling away from things I once loved? This is your spiritual preparation. I am detaching you gently before I move you powerfully. If I left you tied to the old, the new would crush you. And yes, I may isolate you for a time. And not to punish you, but to recalibrate you. Solitude is where I refine. The cave is where I anoint. The wilderness is where I strip away the noise so that my voice becomes unmistakable. Embrace that space. I am not punishing you with loneliness. I am preserving you from influence. I want you to begin seeing my warnings as one of the highest forms of love. I warn because I care. I warn because I stay close. I warn because I've already walked ahead of you, and I know what's coming. You are not wandering blindly. I am mapping every step. You do not need to fear the shaking. If you are built on me, when the wind comes and the world shifts, and the people you leaned on vanish, you will remain steady because you heard my voice in advance, and you obeyed. This is the kind of faith I am growing in you. A faith that acts before the storm, not one that panics in the middle of it. So take heart, child. Do not dread the days ahead. You are not heading into destruction. You are walking into destiny. And the alerts I give you now are to shape your soul into the vessel that can carry what I'm about to release. Greater influence, deeper relationships, sharper discernment, higher authority. That's what I'm preparing you for. But with that comes the requirement of separation, consecration, and wisdom. If you listen, you will navigate what breaks others. If you obey, you will walk above what drowns others. If you trust, you will see my hand move in ways you've never imagined. And afterward you will say, "Thank you, Lord, for warning me. I appreciate that you loved me enough to get me ready." Child, I'm not here to frighten you. I'm here to help you align. I own you. Additionally, I always look after my property. Now proceed in peace. This season, pay close attention. I'll talk again, and you'll know who I am when I do. That you are not alone, not in the fire or the earthquake, but in the quiet little voice that whispers, "This is the way." Let's walk in it. We don't forget you. You're not abandoned. You're ready. I will always love you,